no-brainer. You're gonna eat just because.
That's gonna be the spot.
Yeah.
Be the spot.
Now, let's get this thing started. All right, y'all, and welcome. Welcome to the Rob EJ podcast, y'all. We are here with another indie music moment, a special indie music moment. Today, we're here with one of our faves, J Activists.
Hey, we in it.
Back in the building.
An artist alum.
Right. Today, we are going to be reviewing your new album, Point to Prove.
A lot of points to prove.
Yes, 14 tracks, released April 18th. And I want to start off by asking you, what was the inspiration behind the project and the name?
So the inspiration behind it, I would definitely say, like, really the way my life been the last couple of years, I just feel like I had some points I had to prove, and there's points I still got to prove, and like there's points to certain people that I got to prove. So, really, like the title track I made about a year ago, and that's kind of just what like inspired like a whole project of, oh, I can do more than just rap. I can do, a couple other genres. I can give different vibes. I can perform. I can, like, all the things basically people doubted before. I'm proving that point that I can do it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, it's more than just the music too. It's like the motion behind it.
So is each song like a different point to prove?
Yeah, basically.
Okay. All right. So we're going to get into some of them. We're going to play a few snippets, and we're going to play two songs full length. One of them is featuring another alum, YNC Made It.
What?
Yeah.
Now Akuma home.
Yes. Yeah, his interview actually will be dropping Friday.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah.
He gonna tell his parents.
So crazy. So I want to know about one of the first snippets that we're gonna play and what the point that you're proving behind it is. Understand Me.
Understand Me.
Yeah.
Okay, so Understand Me is probably the oldest song on this project. That song's like 2 years old. It's been out, but like we had to remake the beat because of like copyright issues with it getting bought out and stuff like that on YouTube.
What was the original beat?
It was actually very similar. It was a YouTube beat.
Oh, okay.
But yeah,
Okay.
somebody had bought it out. We weren't able to get rights to it, so we decided to remake it. And when we remade it, it had the same vibe. It still had the same like elements, which is what mattered in the remake. So, this one was kind of like that point. I can make a Afrobeat dance hall type of vibe. That was the point I'm proving in this song.
Okay. And this one, is this one featuring?
Yeah, so this one has O&M Deshaun and Androsia. So we first made it literally when I got to college, when I got to Kennesaw State. We first moved into like the student housing and everything. One of them was my roommate. Deshaun's my roommate, and then Andro, she stayed like nearby. So literally that first week before school started, we just like got in the studio. That was the first song we put on. We made it in like 30 minutes, and it was like, oh, this is timeless. Like,
so people can make songs in 30 minutes.
Oh,
one of the ones. So
a little shade to one of our other interviews.
It's not shade, it's corroboration, because I never prompted him to say this though.
You did not. But that's definitely going on Instagram clip to make sure they see it.
I mean, it's the truth. It's the same thing Lottie said.
Right. So, Understand Me. We're going to listen to a snippet of this song. Is there a particular part of this song or...
Oh, you can play it from the beginning.
Okay. Is there anything special about this song that makes it special to you? Like, why did this song make the cut? Because I'm sure you have more than 14 songs ready for this album.
So I had about 100.
Right. So why did this one... I'm going to ask you the same question for each song. So what was special about this one for it to make the cut?
I really feel like this one was timeless. And then also with it being out for 2 years and it still hits like the same. I also don't feel like originally it got the love it was supposed to get, but now like it's starting to get that love and I can really put money behind it if I want to. So I really feel like it's a timeless record. Like it's something that can just continuously be played like for years and years and years down the line.
Okay. Well, let's go ahead and get into it. We got a little bit of time. All right. Understand me, y'all.
You don't understand me, and I don't understand you. I know that you don't plan to. I know you're gonna leave me. You don't understand me, and I don't understand you. I know that you don't plan to. I know you're gonna leave me.
I'm trying to learn what you want. So many things I would do, but there's things that I won't. I'm trying to give you some hope. Maybe that things can work out if we talk and we joke. I'm looking at you like you know this hurts. You looking at me like you hope this works. You constantly be on my mind. When we together, we always lose track of the time. I told you that shit just be flying. We deeply connected, we constantly follow the signs. I really been hoping to find my drive to do many things. No, I've tried.
You just keep on playing. I've been way too patient. Don't know what to do with you.
Yeah, I like that. It is timeless. I agree with you with that. It the girl singing, her voice kind of gave me like Aaliyah vibes when she like sings in that higher pitch, as far high as Aaliyah could go, you know, or that's like she went. You know what I'm saying? I really like it. It kind of gave me like a Drake kind of vibe too.
Yeah, I got
Yeah.
Drake vibes from it too.
You do kind of give off like Drake vibes, like vocally. Yeah.
That's who I study. I'm like,
Yeah.
he's one of the people on the top of the list that I study as far as like artistry and you know how to move and everything.
Right. Brittany?
I just liked it. It just gave me very rock with me type of energy. Like, I'm trying to do this. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Don't give up before the miracle happens type of shit. Like, you know, like, because people, you know, relationship wise, people give up too soon sometimes. You know what I'm saying? I'm not talking about bad people. Those are dirtbags, leave. But I'm just saying, like, people who are just people with great intentions and probably not the best delivery on those intentions. People who need you to just like meet them halfway and you ain't took the first step yet. And it's like, I know you don't really get me. Literally. But I'm literally showing you this is what it is.
Right.
Yeah. Get to getting me. You know what I'm saying? Like get there, and I'll do the rest.
Well, they got to get each other though.
I mean,
from what I was hearing.
But that's fact. But you can only speak from your perspective. You can't tell the other person what they gonna do.
That's true.
You can hope.
Because this song fits right into like the story of this. Because like the second half of the album is really kind of a love story for a little bit.
So is there like a theme for the album?
So
does it tell a story as you listen to it?
Is there a direction or progression throughout them?
Yeah. So like I have to like look at the track list to see how it goes.
Okay. I mean, I got it pulled up right here.
Because if it is, it's gonna give me very much writing on the wall.
So like, I guess I can go into how it flows. So intro, it samples Careless Whisper, that like old like jazz type of song. It's kind of just like, you know, that mellow vibe, you know, to kind of kick off the album. That's my twin. That's the real intro. I'm gonna get into like how that was made and stuff later on, but like that's like the real intro. I'm back. I'm here. It leads in the third song, Point to Prove. I'm here. These are the points I gotta prove. I feel like I was slept on, yada yada yada. Then we have Emotion. That's song number 4. It's like, okay, I'm proving my point. This is the motion behind the point I'm proving, in a sense. Time Again. Doesn't really like flow with the concept as much, but it kind of just keeps up the energy. And then it transitions into Sleepless Nights. Sleepless Nights is kind of like that pain song. Let me tell you what I've been going through. Let me like, you know, tell you some real shit. Sleepless Nights, you know, you up all night. It leads into Wake Up. Wake Up is kind of like, dang, like I'm oversleeping. I'm late because I've been up all night, like, you know, figuring out life and everything like that. So then there's actually like a voice in Wake Up in Time. I I guess when we play the snippets of the songs, you'll hear them. But you know, she's basically saying like, wake up, wake up. So then I'm like, okay, she done woke me up. Now I need time. Like, just give me some time. Like, you know, we gonna figure it out. I need some time. So telling her I need time. She's like, you don't make time for me, yada, yada, yada. And then you know what? I'm like, okay, I get rid of all your problems. Like, if you really want this to be fixed, I'll get rid of all your problems. Then I come to realize that you don't understand me and I don't understand you,
Right.
type of thing. So after I come to that conclusion that we're not understanding each other, I'm like, ATL Love Story comes on, and the hook is basically saying, you know, what's the worst that can happen? Like, if we just go for it anyway, try to figure this out, what is the worst that can happen?
Right.
I find out you tripping. I'm like, dang, we get to song number 12. I'm like, okay, maybe I just need to focus on me, because this is everything you're doing that's just like, okay, what are you doing?
Right.
So then after that kind of like ends the love story. And then track number 13, it was actually originally supposed to be another song, but I had some issues with the producer. It's a long story on that. I'm not gonna say too much, but
Tell us the story. Don't get past it.
Spill the tea.
This is what we're here for. What had happened?
Right. Tell us how 13 came to be.
Period.
it's like a 10-minute story. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna try to sum it up. So,
Damn, did somebody die?
Almost. No, I'm joking.
so basically, a producer that I know actually on here. He
That's scandal.
we had a song that we made back in like January. I made to one of his beats. You know, everything was good. You know, I shot the South by Soul video to it. You know, I planned on putting it on my project, yada yada yada. Everything was good. Then all of a sudden, a situation happens at Georgia State. Once again, the situation has nothing to do with me. It's a Georgia State thing.
Because you're Kennesaw.
Yeah, we Kennesaw. So he goes to Kennesaw too. But the thing that happened at Georgia State, he kind of just took that out on everybody type of thing. So like, you know, he came in like the group chat saying like, you know, I'm done dealing with fake people, yada, yada, yada. So in short, you know, I'm trying to gain clarity. You know, I'm trying to just have a conversation, talk on the phone type of thing, but not trying to talk on the phone.
Right.
Messages start going back and forth. I'm like, can we just talk on the phone? Stuff is getting misinterpreted. It's not going anywhere, like sending messages back and forth. So stuff just starts escalating. You know, he start threatening me, yada, yada, yada. Oh, I'm gonna do this, somebody gonna get hurt, yada, yada, yada. So I'm like, okay, right. So after that, I'm talking to like my roommate, and he basically like just suggests I take an artistic approach to the situation. Like, don't swoop down to his level. So I kind of just took that advice, and I decided to just kind of just leave it all in the studio, just make a song, give it a similar name to the original song, so that Buddy goes and listens to it, and then it's like, oh shoot, like you know, gets bothered by it. And then that's also,
so You're Lost.
Yeah.
Would you consider it like a diss track?
Yeah, I would consider it a diss track. Yeah.
But you didn't send that one to us.
We can swap it out. We can swap it out for one of the other ones for sure.
Oh, okay. So nice. I'm glad that we got the story behind that. So then the last track, 2 a.m. in Paradise.
So the outro is kind of like, it really just sums up the album, really. Like, this is kind of like what I've been thinking about. It's one of them deep introspective type of songs. Like, it kind of just wraps up, sums up everything, and closes it out.
Nice. Well, I want to go ahead and open it all the way up then. Let's go into That's My Twin. Now, what's the inspiration behind this song? Because you and YNC Made It are not twins. Y'all look
Fraternal.
like...
Huh? Fraternal.
Caribbean people, so.
Okay.
Yes, brethren. I have...
Right.
Why go on, brethren? Why go on, my youth?
This song came together. It was actually crazy. So this 2023 is the first year I actually started working with producers, because before I used to just get all my beats off of YouTube and just lease them type of thing. But I started having cook-ups with these producers, and the chemistry was just amazing. So one time we cooking up, I got the inspiration. Me and YNC was shooting content on campus in the music building with the piano and everything. And he started playing Problems on the piano, but it's like a different sound, like playing it on the piano rather than the guitar. So I'm like, So I started freestyling to it, and it was like a little video. It was like a 5-second little snippet of me freestyling. I'm like, I like that delivery that I did. So like, we should do something with this. So I'm one of my producers. He was like, we need that piano melody right now. So we called YNC. He drove like, because studio was up there like way North Georgia. So he drove like an hour. He gets there and like he plays it and everything. And it's like 4 of us cooking up this beat. So like we cooking it up. I'm arranging it and everything, and like picking which melodies and stuff goes where. And then we get like to the end of the first verse and I'm like, I want a beat switch. So we do a beat switch and like it just comes in like super hard. And I'm like, originally I was just gonna be me on the song. And I'm like, YNC might sound good on this. So I'm like, I want you on this part. So he got on that part. His creative process is different. He's like low-key a musical genius because like he went in, he did the ad-libs first and then went back and did the verse. I was like, what's different?
Right.
So
it is different.
Yeah, he did that.
Nice.
What you call it? Then after he did like the 8-bar part that I wanted, that's when we decided to just go back to back on the song type of thing. So once we did that, the energy there was just like crazy that night, and that's how it came about. So
well, period. Well, let's go ahead and get some of that crazy energy up in here. That's My Twin featuring YNC made it, y'all.
Hey, Karan, smack the beat, boy.
I've been working, I've been making progress. All these hits up in my vault. I wonder what I'm finna draw next. Don't think they heard me on my latest EP. I was tryna push this shit out to the world, but no, this shit isn't free. I'm up at KSU, I've been on a spree. I've been a scholar plus an artist, but I guess I gotta get this degree. Might cut her off, but I still keep her in reach. I'm cool as fuck, but don't you push me. I'ma show you that this shit isn't sweet. YNC up on my left, I got Marco on my right. We been cooking up some shit, no Karan gon' get it right. They might ask by yesterday, but that's not my current price. They been studying my flows, they know a nigga is too nice. Leave a stained face or a frown, know some shit is going down. If you get up in my way, then we gon' spray 100 rounds. Talk about me in your city, talk about me in your town. Been a king since I was young, I'm readjusting on my crown. Hold on, if it ain't about no money, don't you hit my cell phone. I don't need all these distractions when I'm deep in my zone. Don't you question my decisions, so them niggas I'm grown. Making noise up in my city, tell them sources I'm known. If it ain't about no money, don't you hit my cell phone. I don't need all these distractions when I'm deep in my zone. Don't you question my decisions, so them niggas I'm grown. Making noise up in my city, tell them getting rich, I had to stay up all nights. I've been betting on myself, I just been rolling my dice. I just been tryna live right. They know I do it for the love, don't give a fuck by no likes. It's time to go, I'm getting rich, I'm getting dope. It's time to go, it's time to go. I'm getting rich, I'm getting dope. I'm born in October, I'm 2 OVO. Your favorite rapper is dropping an album, I'm dropping 1 too, I'm even a scope. Nobody fucking with me on their best day, flexing my music, got too much to show. 2002, a star was born, a living legend, I was sworn. On my head, I wear these thorns, I cut for Sasha, let me torn. Whoa, yeah, it's time to go. I'm getting rich, I'm getting dope. It's time to go. I'm getting rich, I'm getting dope.
Yeah, bands heavy, raw steady, fuck you talk about. Scab pack with the ham, better watch your mouth. If you fuck with J-Act, we gon' sign no doubt. We be deep in this bag, we gon' shoot it out. Tell them Jay, don't you let them walk out with their life. Tell them Jay, let them know that chopper bring the bite. We gon' sell them back, can me take or lay them in the earth. We rip out today, nah bitch, we gon' get to work.
Hey yo twin, it's that time again, got racks I'm tryna spend. Hit the mall, spend a couple hundred on the latest trends. I got light, mix it with the dark, she like the way it blend. My whole roster, it's just full of dimes, they waving up their hands.
Ayo twin, it's that time again. Show I'll get a pen, get a bitch, fuck it, maybe 10. Kind of all depends. Fuck a group, like the way she dance, but that's where it ends. Pussy loose, worn out rubber bands, gotta tell him deuce.
Ayo twin, you know what to do. MJ with the flu.
Fourth quarter, hit that fadeaway. I was born to shoot.
John Moran, I been on my grizzly, I'm untouchable.
Tryna pop, they don't want the smoke. Rest in peace to Woo.
Ayo twin, it's that time again, got racks I'm tryna spend. Hit the mall, spend a couple hundred on the latest trends. I got light, mix it with the dark, she like the way it blend. My whole roster, it's just full of dimes, they waving up their hands.
Ayo twin, it's that time again. Show I'll get a pen, get a bitch, fuck it, maybe 10. Kind of all depends. Fuck a group, like the way she dance, but that's where it ends. Pussy loose, worn out rubber bands, gotta tell him deuce.
And that's my twin. And that's my twin, and my twin, and my twin. Hey, that's my twin.
That's my twin. Okay,
This
so
has become my favorite song. Oh, I'm sorry. You
yes,
what you gonna do?
me too.
You say what you gonna say. I need a visual for this
Yeah.
for sure. This is the one.
Y'all ate that up.
Appreciate
That was
it.
nice. It was
Right.
giving me. I don't know if you remember Cardi B's album, that intro she did when she, what was it called? I forgot what it's called, but she was like started off and the beat was kind of like just piano,
I gotta go back and listen to
and
it.
then it just kind of hit in with the beat. You know what I'm saying? Like it was definitely giving those vibes at first, because I was just like, okay, when the beat gonna drop? And then when it came in, I was not disappointed. Okay.
I only have one suggestion, just the one. I love the piano, but I wish it was accompanied with another sharp instrument, another sharp string, like a violin or something, because I feel like that would add another level, like another layer of drama, because the violins are underrated, period, in rap, in trap in general. But it takes me back to the potential of, remember that Twister song where the girl is in the background playing the violin, and it takes the song up levels that it wouldn't have been without the bitch on the violin, period. And I just feel like, especially for this Ayo twin, like the dichotomy between y'all is crazy. Because it's unexpected.
Right.
Y'all go to the same school, but nobody's expecting two Caribbean males to come up with this. We might have expected some island vibes, you know what I'm saying? Some shit with some lime sprinkled on it, but we was not expecting this. You know what I'm saying? This is some top shots of shit. Like this, we wasn't expecting this from y'all. You know what I'm saying? We was expecting, you know what I'm saying, everything to be Irie. Apparently it's not. So, you know what I'm saying? This is very, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I just feel like this is so, like, it's just so controversial because you're taking elements that people do not associate with the two of you because they just see the island.
Yeah.
And I think that's another point that's been proven. And I really want to know, like, of all the points that are being proven, are you also proving points to you?
Oh, most definitely.
Have you been against you in the booth? Like, have you been your competition this whole time anyway?
That's kind of like how I try to treat it. Like, yeah, I'm in competition with other people, but like ultimately, like I'm really just in competition with my past self. Like, am I better than I was a month ago?
Right.
Like, me and him, we might be close, but like now I'm a little sharper, like type of thing. So,
well, we talked about that last time. I think we might have talked about it off camera, but it was about always challenging yourself.
Yeah.
And do you feel like the responsibility gets heavier with the point that you're proving? Like, is there more that's asked of you because now you're doing more?
I actually don't feel like that. Because I feel like once I start, once these points are getting proven, it's more of a thing. Like, okay, he's stamped, like he's solidified, like. But I do see what you're saying, because like now it's the expectation. Like now,
well, great power, great responsibility.
Yeah,
so at the end of the day, you're still going to be a door opener. You get what I'm saying? Like, other artists from the islands are going to feel like they can cross over into genres that weren't expected of them because they're going to say, well, Jay did it.
But now I kind of feel like, almost like, let's say tax brackets. I'm going to use that as an analogy. Like, in the first tax bracket, let's say like that's just strictly just rapping on this type of beat. Yeah. That's expected, and then that's just high as you're gonna get in that bracket. But like, let's say you start doing other stuff at a high level, then it's like you in a whole nother bracket. So it's like I'd rather have the expectations of this bracket than this bracket in a sense. So it's
but you also have to carry the variables of this bracket too.
Yeah.
When the bar is on the floor, it's easy to surpass stuff. When it's higher, the scrutiny is worse.
True.
So it's like, I mean, I know you're built for it and you can do it, but does that ever get daunting? Like, does it ever become, oh shit, we done leveled up? You know, everybody's excited in the studio. The chemistry is crazy. That's one thing. But to get out on the stage and people are asking for this from you and you have to now match that bar, it's like chasing a high. Once you get to this particular high, that same Coke ain't gonna do it. You gotta have some stronger shit. So you always chasing the better performance. Is that like, does that ever wear you out, or is it like adrenaline and you just keep moving it? Like,
honestly, it's more like adrenaline, and I just keep going. But I do feel like I'm gonna hit that point.
Spoken like an island nigga.
I do feel like I'm gonna hit that point pretty soon.
But I do need a visual on this. That's not negotiable. And I also need you to find an individual at KSU with a violin, and I'm sure there's one because it's KSU.
Oh, I actually just met my music business class.
Okay.
What I say before he told me what I say. Exactly.
There you go.
And I just want to say I put y'all on.
Girl.
I said the violin before anybody else said violin.
I want to get through some more of these snippets. Let's talk about Wake Up.
Okay, so
now that he explained it, I'm really looking forward to this one.
Yeah.
Wake Up, that's definitely, I'll say sonically, that's my favorite song on there, mainly because like the elements in there, like I have a whole skit in there. I got Steve Harvey on it. Like it's just it's really like telling a story in a sense. And then I'm also giving you different things vocally wise, like different flows, the skit. The way it just comes together, it really fits into the story, and I feel like it's kind of different from all the other tracks on here.
Nice.
So.
Okay. Well, let's go ahead and get into it, y'all. Wake up.
DJ Joe on the track.
Period.
Jay,
Wake up,
I know you in there. Wake up.
wake up.
Don't make me do the police knock on your ass. Come on, nigga. You know you gotta wake these niggas up. You got a point to prove. I gotta wake your ass up first, though. Jay.
Wake up, wake up,
Alright, whatever. He'll get up.
wake up.
I tried.
Tell him top of the morning like we wake up at 7. I'm feeling like he 3 sevens. Shawty, she hella supportive because she love my profession. For those for 30 tuning into this music, viewers discretion because we using the blessings to show a newer perspective, my nigga. Sticks and stones to fracture bones. Words tend to fuck with people's heads, the rigorous tones. Actions got more power than intentions and often controls outcomes. Pick up the phone, I'm hearing dial tones, it's sickening. Yeah, you nod your head and say but are you listening? Often say no, I'm not going through that shit again. Niggas had me fucked up at 19, see I was rippling. Playing ball to outlet these emotions, got the dribbling. Knowing that my time gon' come soon. When I fall down, who can I run to? I need a ride and I like these ones I run through. I need a ride and I like these ones I run through. And I'm like, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up again. You got a big day ahead of you. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up again. They see me get into this revenue. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up again. You got a big day ahead of you. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up again. They see me get into this revenue.
Get to that revenue. No.
The girl in this one gives me very, very Cash Doll vibes. The voice,
Right.
and everything.
I thought she was gonna do the nigga knot. I was waiting for it. Okay.
Getting her on the song was actually like on some last minute type of shit. Like
She's the one for that song.
yeah, she
Who is that? Because I don't see her credited on the album.
her name is Kristen Michaela. She's like getting into music kind of slowly, like but getting into it. So she's one of my friends that I used to go to like high school with. So she like pulled up the Kennesaw one day and just was trying to like see my process and everything like that. And I saw that she like really had that hunger and stuff to get into music. So I was just like, well, shoot, here's your opportunity. Like,
Okay, shout out to this guy.
Yeah, got up on the album, girl.
Execute this concept that I'm trying to do.
I mean, I feel like there should be a place for her in like other songs, like the Ayo Twin remix or whatever. I feel like if there was gonna be like a time for someone to sing something, then she should definitely be for that. Her voice is top notch though. At the end of the day.
Yeah, even getting the idea to add her on that pre-hook was like, I feel like she would fit in right here too. So
yeah,
she's very clear. Like everything she says is very enunciated. She probably went to a white school. Like she sounds very good on the track. Like a lot of people last minute sound shaky. They nervous.
She was actually like, she was trying to figure out how to do that part because like she actually taught super like Southern, but I was like, she was like, you kind of got an accent on this part, and I was like, for real? I was like, I guess, but she had to kind of like adjust to it. It took a little minute, but she got it.
Well, that's one of the things with accents. I mean, it doesn't have to be a Southern accent. People with patois, same thing when they get on the like a mic or whatever. But I mean, she definitely rose to the occasion.
Yeah, she did.
So let's book her for the next.
Okay.
Especially since you have her available. Like, if she's trying to get into it,
I'll definitely connect y'all.
Listen, put her on a remix.
Okay. So the next one that I want to get into is a Focus on Me.
Ooh.
So
That's banger.
Because that's the end of the love song, right? The love story.
You just do you, because I'ma do me.
Right. So we can pretty much, you already told us what it's about.
So he ain't gonna have like a Kevin Hart intro.
Right.
Focus on Me is basically, I made this like, I think the same night or day after I made ATL Love Story back in like November. The only thing I really did was change the whole second verse because I felt like I could have came harder. So I changed the second verse. I just went back and remixed it, but like this one just, I don't know, this one always just hits. So I was like, this that R&B that I need on my project in a sense. So
is there anybody singing on here?
Other than me, no.
Okay, you singing?
Yeah.
Singing?
Yeah. We'll see.
He did a little song.
Let me find out. J Activist Vandross. Okay.
He doesn't know who that is. Name another singer.
Oh. J Activist Brown.
Okay.
I meant Bobby.
No, it's pretty.
Oh Lord, Focus on Me.
He thinks you mean Shmurda. Please.
Girl.
Brown, I was thinking Chris Brown.
I've seen.
When you.
That used to be mine.
And make a hurricane on it. Or that no, Chris Brown really tripped me out when he started playing that it sounded like a carnival music. Ding 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 ding. Yeah, man, some shit. It was one of them older songs or whatever.
Techno shit. He was. But it's not about Chris Brown. It's about J Activist Vandross. So we're gonna get into it. Focus on Me.
Let me. You know, let me talk to you. What's been up with you lately? The energy's giving you hate me, or you kept tryna play me. Told you shut up and you was like, make me. All this tension we building, pull up on me on this late night. See the vibes on a million. You got them red LEDs, I take you off your feet and I'm reaching them places he couldn't. Like, whoa, whoa, whoa. You cannot get in the way of my goals. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out life while you venting to me. I'm trying to figure out life, need to focus on me. I wanna trust you, baby. Sometimes with you, I don't feel free. And I still wanna know what's best for me. Trying to be the best that I can be.
Focus on Me. I like that one. I wanted to ask you because I noticed that you said something here that piqued my interest. You said sometimes when I'm with you, I don't feel free.
Yeah.
Is that something that you feel is a necessity when you're in a relationship with somebody?
Yes.
Because technically, you're not free.
I kind of just took that from like the emotion of like being in relationships. Like, dang, like, yeah, I like it, but like, I really don't feel free. It's like any little thing I do could be taken as like disrespectful to the relationship. So I'm like, dang, like,
Are you a Libra?
why does everybody?
I'm just asking. Like,
Yeah, everybody guesses my sign.
you got to be a Libra because Libras are the type of people to where they love you, but they can't be tied down like a Mustang. Like it's a beautiful horse or whatever, and it'll be in the stable and it'll run around when it needs to, but it got to break out sometimes. Like it just can't be. It's the facts. Listen, I'm not making this shit up. You find any Libra and they'll be like, I love you, but I'm not gonna cuddle with you because it's hot. Like they those type of people or whatever. And then they'll name like all the shit they've done for you to show you that they love you, but like they're not gonna sit. I paid the rent though. But they not gonna
Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius.
That's facts, but I'm just saying.
Right there.
Joe's a Gemini, y'all. So at the end of the day, he calling his own stuff out. But I just feel like Libras are like that. I think Libra and liberated are the same thing. Like y'all can't be in. Y'all just got this like ADHD type of thing going on. Like y'all gotta have your hands in different things. Y'all can't be tied down to one thing. Y'all gotta be like a lot of Libras are entrepreneurs. You know what I'm saying? Like because they can't just sit there and work for somebody else. They gotta have their own way. They gotta make their own schedule. They gotta have their own shit.
Right.
I mean, it makes sense.
You can marinate on it, but it's still true. I'm a Taurus. When I'm right. So I'm gonna just wait for you to come to the conclusion that I already came.
I feel like there's two types of Libras though, because you got the ones that are super like loyal and in love, like that just tunnel vision, and then you got the like flirtations ones. Like
I think all Libras are loyal to their extent that they can be. All Libras, listen, I know Libras that have cheated, but they have set their main up for life because they didn't want to hurt her feelings. But there's certain shit that the other girl's gonna do that they're not gonna ask the main girl to do. Very Gucci type of vibes. You know what I'm saying? Like they just don't want to hurt her feelings, but at the end of the day, they know them.
I could be a setup main. I could definitely do that.
Shut the fuck up. Anyways, the point is,
I mean, what? I'm just set the fuck
Joe,
up.
before
I don't
you
have to have
excuse me.
I don't have to do anything. Just yeah.
Joe, before you advertise,
pay me.
Before you advertise your boots over this podcast,
gentlemen.
I just would like for us to. I just wanted to say that, but I, like the Libras that I knew, the Libras that like I dealt with one Libra in my life. When I tell you this motherfucker always had to be doing something. He was a boxer. He taught my kids how to box. Mind you, they was like 3 and 7. And he taught them how to box because he was always in the gym and he was like a semi-pro boxer or whatever. He also played semi-pro football. He was making money, but he was always moving. You know what I'm saying? He always had to have something else to do. He was never comfortable just sitting in a stationary position. Period. Ever.
All about the stability.
Yes, if it's not stable, it's gonna fall the fuck over. Listen. At the end of the day, someone gotta be the anchor. I'ma hold you down, but you know, gravity ain't gonna do it all. Shit.
2 a.m.
Check your zodiacs, people. You're with the wrong people.
In Paradise. That's the next song we're going to play a snippet of. I want to know more about this song because 2 a.m. in Paradise.
Offhand, it sounds like sex on the beach. That's what it sounds like.
It's like, so I wrote this around like 2 a.m. on the island.
Okay, so it's literal, right?
I told y'all asses Expedia.
Period.
I went to go visit my family back in like January, and I started writing to something, and yeah, this is kind of what came about, and then I finished writing it up here. So like I started it in Paradise, and then
finished it in Metro.
Yeah. Outro like summed up vibes. So like that's kind of what I was going for.
Has your family heard the project?
So my brother is like the biggest advocate for it. Like he's kind of like my personal manager. So
let me get it straight. Y'all got an activist and an advocate in the family. If y'all don't quit.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah. So he really like pushes out my project to people like at work, like just in the Ubers, like wherever he's at, he's always like really pushing it. So I would say definitely he's heard it. I think my sister's heard it. I think my dad heard a few songs, and I don't think my mom's heard it at all. But I know my aunts are like some of my biggest supporters. Like they they know my words like up and down. I'm like, you know the words better than me.
Nice.
But I know they definitely.
So they supported pretty well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
I mean, but there's a pride thing that comes from that. You can't possibly understand what some of these people have done to guide and create you. You know what I'm saying? Like, and have been there. It's like have been there from the beginning. The first Kid Knee, they picked you up. You know what I'm saying?
That's my baby.
And you know, I just want to say this real quick. Aunts are unsung heroes, and if you have an aunt that has been there, like with my sister, when I had my kids, she took off work, she came down there to hold them, all sorts of stuff. Like aunts are really like backstage, but front stage. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like you're their baby. Like when your music come out, it's y'all's music.
Right.
Whether you know it or not, all the whoopings they saved you from, so you could write a song.
Like when I went to South by Southwest, they had drove all the way from Houston to come see me.
Hello.
I was like,
shit, I know niggas that won't go down the street.
Okay.
So let that be a lesson to you.
Lord.
But nah, they really get me. So it's like
he gonna shout them out on the next album. Watch.
Hey, I'm so serious. Yeah.
He gonna have a song called TMA. It's gonna be To My Aunts.
Because they twins too, so
yes, twin to twin.
Right.
for sure.
All right, y'all. 2 a.m. in paradise. Let's go.
I gotta hear this.
Times like this remind me of when I would go down to St. Croix in the summertime and kind of like reflect, really get my thoughts together, get my life together and shit, you feel me? Yeah. They say you're not supposed to wait for divine timing. Law of attraction won't do its thing when you not climbing. Often I find the days where I'm not smiling. Situations change and I drop mileage. My destination got roadblocks, must be stockpiling. Situation shits done got too deep, so I'm not diving. Flow is too smooth for it anyway, so I'm not vibing with anyone that want a sidekick. I am not robbing. Niggas be corny giving advice, but they not popping. This some main character shit. This is my world and you just living in it. I call the shots with a high percentage, I'm still winning. Abusing my talents is really easy and it's quite tempting. Seeing niggas struggle to breathe and listen, I follow my intuition like fuck a critic. Honda Accords and Honda Civics, how we living, we making it work. Back as a kid would stay in the church, we pray over verses. Nowadays niggas pay for a verse, hold on. It's amazing how times change. I've been approaching life like a blind date, but shit be up and down like the crime rate. In cities where niggas spend they last 50 buying weight to move. End up on Channel 2 Action News with a baffle me too. Sad that you gotta keep you a tool, cause niggas will try you. Last thing you wanna see is the tomb. This life is survival. Friends get distant, closer to rivals. They had me spiraling. Had to tell niggas I'm back embedded like it's that time again, hear me. Watch and observe, I notice the quitters. Lot of women's morals go for sale on the highest bidder. Sitting at home, stuck on delivered, the issues of trust. You take the hurt and start chasing lust, it's never a plus. Back in 2020, I got deep into meditation. Now I hit the stage and talk my shit with no hesitation. Lot of points to prove my revelation, I'm wrapping it up. Know this shit is raw, that's for the ones that are
Boy, 2 a.m. in paradise.
Yeah.
You could tell you was sitting out there thinking about some shit. Okay, like you was going through it.
I needed that reset.
Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah.
It feels like 2 a.m. in redemption.
Right.
Because a lot of the stuff you were saying is like, I feel like you didn't only prove points. I think you faced some fears that you had, some insecurities that was in the back of your mind. Like we can all feel like we the shit, but there's these moments in life that people have said something and it's on a loop in the back of your head. Whether you want to acknowledge the loop or not, it's been there.
That's
like
I gotta start talking to certain people. I'm like, it just builds up. Like if they, kind of stay.
This one needs a visual too. And if you can go,
Yeah.
if you can go back home, if you can,
Yes.
or if you can go to Houston, if you can get the aunt to sit down and be like, don't you forget who you are, my boy, or whatever. Like that's the intro. Fuck all that other stuff. If you can get,
Is your mom? Where's your mom?
You said where?
Where? Yeah.
No, she stays in Metro Atlanta.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It would be nice, like if you could, like you and your mom can go back to the island, like she could be in the video with you on the beach.
I think it will
gives
also
you
be
that
good.
kind
The
of like
visual is just
thinking about
needed,
life vibe.
period.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna give you some game real quick. Now, if you can't afford St. Croix, you're welcome to take your ass to Savannah. The people will never know. But what I'm saying is, Listen, a beach,
Savannah
the beach.
beaches is hard. No.
You can go to Florida if you hit Daytona water. Listen,
They're beaching.
they are not going to Google Lens it. They are going to watch it.
That sand in Tybee Island is hard as a brick, child.
Listen, and they'll be like, "Damn, he did struggle." Listen, this is trap rap.
I love it. I think my favorite line from the song, you said something to the effect of the law of attraction won't do its thing if you're not climbing.
Yeah, like
I like that.
My favorite one was "It's crazy you gotta have a tool." Fuck that. Listen, I done lived a life. You hear me? Like that. I mean, different parts speak to different people.
Right.
Based on the life that you lived. Some of us have lived more of like, a 50 Cent type of show. And some of us have lived, what I'm saying? I'm not knocking it, but I'm just saying, like, some of us have seen other stuff.
Right.
Lived other stuff. I mean, yeah, that's the part that spoke to me. I mean, it's all talking, but at the end of the day, it's crazy, right? Don't mean you won't do it, but it's crazy.
I love it. So the next song we're going to play, the whole song, Sleepless Nights. Let's talk about this one. What's up with Sleepless Nights?
It's ironic that you would have to sleep at night when someone was trying to wake you up. Like,
Sleepless Nights was before the wake up.
Was you tired?
So sleepless nights, and then
you couldn't go to sleep.
So she would wake you up because you were just exhausted.
Yeah,
that was exhausted.
Right. Okay.
But this song kind of came about. It was originally a YouTube beat, but we remade it. And then I really wanted a cinematic aspect to it. So like we did get some violins and some strings and like that's the biggest thing. I just wanted that cinematic aspect when I have a song that's like as real as this song type of thing. So I kind of just going through everything, switching up flows. I'm just being vulnerable on this song. So this is one of my favorites because of that, like what all we did with it.
So you're touching on the issues that kept you up that night.
Basically.
Okay.
That's what's up, because I love symphony music with emotion. It hit different.
Let's see what J activates will keep you up at night. Sleepless Night, y'all.
A lot of begging for a drama, don't get into that. No, I really just be chillin', I just sit back. Niggas know my body, you against me, it's a mismatch. Okay, I done been through hard times, I had to find a way. Yeah, when you're moving through this jungle, it's a lot of snakes. Okay, see people drowning, so they feel they gotta medicate. Okay, don't drink and smoke, this all my problems, I just meditate. Like it hard, I just keep on smiling. Phone line dead, but I keep on dialing. People close to me keep on lying. Hope it's something I keep on finding. Let me take you through my life, 100 days, 100 nights. Trying to figure out how to survive, so something told me right. All my thoughts into my art, and now my future looking bright. Noticing the people I affect, I could change someone's life. I was on a mission, trying to get it, I've been living right. Trying to sit the habits and routines, I'm off the bigger heights. I got shit to do, I spit my truth, I cannot live a lie. Brother got arrested right in front of me, they up the price. How you gonna make all these assumptions about a nigga like I speak on what I go through? I've been holding all this in. 2022, a lot of ups, a lot of downs. I was the happiest and saddest, I done lost a lot of friends. All these falling outs to let me weak, I smile through every situation. I can't let them see me down, so I pretend. Times I'm disconnected from my family, I'm meditating, trying to talk to God, I wonder when it's all gonna end. Every day I'm trying to figure out when I'm gonna blow. Niggas back home in my neighborhood like Jay, he got that flow. They supported me more often than I think I ever know. Guess it's something deep inside, some people say I got it glow. Man, I wanna try more music, but it's getting tough. The market had the time, no got a budget or the people I should target. Then the people in my circle saying drop your shit regardless, but the next one gotta top the old shit, that's a promise. Like it hard, I just keep on smiling. Phone line dead, but I keep on dialing. People close to me keep on lying. Hope it's something I keep on finding. Like it hard, I just keep on smiling. Phone line dead, but I keep on dialing. People close to me keep on lying. Hope it's something I keep on finding. Never let nobody try you. Can't let your past define you. You got the light to try to find a way to blind you. I get stuck inside this cycle where I care about their opinions. Told them listen, you should only pay the business that mind you. I've been put in these positions where I gotta pick a side. I was ducked up, now I'm fun to be outside. I got things I gotta do, I just been moving with a stride. It be hard to ask for help when you maneuvering with pride. Hold on, Wait, take a step, walk with me. Piece of folks that's watching me. I don't know nobody in Atlanta going hard as me. Work ethic on 10, they doubt they getting close to stopping me. This rap should still be costing me. Folks be giving props to me. Artist, not a rapper, I paint pictures that are hard to see. Speaking from the heart, that shit gon' travel through they arteries. Still be making interludes to show the world a part of me. Last year was just a stopping me with spins, but now they started me. They put you on that stage, what the fuck you gon' say? Like you say you got a point to prove, you gotta do it your way. Say for the standards that they set, go get executive pay. Now for the moment, I'ma show them that I'm here to stay, okay? Like it hard, I just keep on smiling. Phone line dead, but I keep on dialing. People close to me keep on lying. Hoping something I keep on finding. Like it hard, I just keep on smiling. Phone line dead, but I keep on dialing. Do you feel me? Do you feel me?
Oh, we feel you, Jay. Activate. We feel you. God, we feel you.
You're gonna have people confronting their family members, but you know what?
Tell that beat up. Hold on, tell that beat up. I said, get it. What? Come on.
Somebody put this nigga on the track. So I feel like this song is really.
I love that one.
It's really vulnerable.
Yes.
Did you have like a back and forth, like a hesitation or apprehension about talking about this? Like, what if my family feels the ways? Or was you like, fuck them niggas because they lying? Or, you know what I'm saying?
Right, because the people are lying, you keep lying.
But at the same time, some people still feel a responsibility to protect their family, even if the family is doing the wrong thing.
That is true.
So, especially in families. So I'm just asking. No. It's a black family thing, because people in black families will fuck you over, and then another family member will be like, you gotta forgive him, his family.
Yeah.
Usually black families do that. White families be like, fuck Roger, he was always like this. You don't have to take that shit, Jan. If you don't want
This is why we don't talk to him now.
Right. This is why we banished him to New Hampshire. You don't have to deal with him. You know what I'm saying? White people exile somebody in a minute, but black people be like, he coming to church with us next Sunday. If you could just forgive him by then, that would be great. He didn't deny it.
I would say not with this song, mainly because like the people like that really I really felt like, you know, did me wrong in the past was like a lot of folks that I'm not cool with no more, that were more like friends.
Okay.
But like family is more like I know I had like the line about my brother and just kind of a general thing. It wasn't really too much that family. Like it was more of a, these folks in my circle, these friends in my circle weren't really my friends for real. So
can I give you some advice real quick? Don't expect you from other people. Because that fucked me up for a long time. I really could not understand why people was not 10 toes down like I was. And I just had to realize some of these niggas got their foot chopped off. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody's not going to give you the loyalty that you give them. Yeah. Now, all I can do is match energy. Hey. But before, I was running myself ragged. You hear me? Like, trying to do for others that would never be able to reciprocate it because they just not built the same way. Yeah, you got to cut people off. Listen, amputation is always healthy. Definitely. If gangrene is never a good sign, listen, cut it off and live, or keep it and die.
Most of my friends now are creatives, and like those relationships.
That's because you chopped everybody up. Okay. Most of my friends are creative.
But speaking of creative, like the song overall, it really just sounded like the life of a, your average creator. The things that keep all of us creative people up at night. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the type of shit that we go through.
I wanted that really to be a message, like for
Yeah, I think it came through loud and clear.
Yeah, but I mean, but if you're a creative, your mind already is wired differently.
Yeah.
So the things that keep you up at night wouldn't keep the average person up at night. Right. Your brain is literally neurodivergent, even though it's not categorized that way. Yeah. You are wired differently from regular thinking people because everything is black and white with them.
Yeah. So
can I please get a visual for this though? Because I definitely see
that one's nice too.
I definitely see you on some Drake shit in the studio. But if you could get a videographer who's I'm not sure if you know a videographer who can do this, but you know how someone will be doing one thing and then a scene will flash in the corner of something else. If you could get someone while you're in the studio just doing your shit in the mic, and you have someone in the corner showing who was lying on you, what kind of
Right.
shit was happening. Don't laugh. It's a good.
That'd be like-
Damn. This is good treatment.
That'd be
I
like
just
a-
feel like because you have a very direct way of saying things, you don't give a lot of metaphors. It just is what it is. That's some Libra shit, by the way. But it is. It's very justified. It's very balanced. The scales, you know. But I just feel like you have a lot of great concepts that deserve visuals.
Yeah.
And that twin one definitely deserves a visual because in a way, it's like y'all alter ego talking to each other.
Basically.
One of them is like, well, this shit ain't gonna stand. The other one is like, I'm loading my chopper. We got it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? They both mad, but one is insane.
He's gonna grab the machete.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? But I think you have a lot of options for visuals. I mean, I have 3 that I can see very clearly. And definitely this one, the twin one, and the 2 a.m. in Paradise are the ones for me personally. But Sleepless, that's crazy because I think it's going to hit so many people.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people who have been up at night over people lying on them.
Yeah.
It's a lot of people that have, I mean, even gospel songs is about that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Lie, don't cheat. Never mind. So yeah,
Lord,
it's going to cross over so many, it transcends
Right.
so many different areas of music. You got to take advantage of the market.
Definitely. I know because originally the first video was gonna be Time Again, but then the reception after the album was everybody's bumping That's My Twin and Sleepless Nights. Those was the top 2.
You better listen to the people.
The 3 you named was the top 3 that people was naming like.
And I didn't know that ahead of time, y'all. So let's
Right.
go ahead
That
and
is like
let's go ahead and
crazy.
say it for what it is.
So
They're
it's really probably gonna
definitely-
be That's My Twin and then Sleepless Nights or Wake Up, one of those next.
They're
after that.
definitely out of the so we're doing a total of 7. We have 1 more to go.
Mhm.
But out of the 7, half the album is really good. And out of the 7 we hear today, I think those 3 are definitely
Those are the ones to put your money behind
Yeah.
visual wise. Now,
Yeah.
again, don't forget what I said about you being in the studio, really giving your all to the mic, and then that flashing. Why are you laughing? That's a really good trick.
It is,
Listen,
but it's
bro,
old school.
It's okay to be old school when
it
you talking
is.
some real shit. Old school shit is the real shit.
I just keep thinking of Trapped in the Closet.
Listen,
to watch
and
that all
it's
the
attracted
time.
the closet do.
In middle
And
school.
how did it do though?
Ah,
These motherfuckers have 15 more chapters. Listen.
period,
And
okay.
while you over here knocking whatever I'm talking about, that shit did really well.
I never knocked it, darling.
You laugh like hell.
I did, but it's bringing back memories.
I used to watch that all the time.
Listen, I don't care if it's bittersweet.
Period.
Listen, I don't care what kind of memories it is. That's the visual for you because you want to keep it as simple as possible, be able to put your money behind it, but not spend too much money on it. And a videographer can do that.
They activists. What's your favorite song on the album?
Don't lie.
That changes like every other day.
Spoken like a Libra.
Because it was intro for a while. But right now, what I really been bumping, I probably gotta go Motion or
I thought the twin song was gonna be it. I really
that was
did.
my first favorite. Like that was my favorite before it even dropped. But like after it dropped, I kind of got more into the mellow songs.
Mhm.
So I'll say either Motion or intro.
I feel like you brought that out of YNC Made It too.
So
Because
out
he
of,
wasn't that way.
out of the songs that we played today, which is your
Today?
favorite?
I probably gotta go Wake Up.
Yeah,
Wake Up or Sleepless Nights.
yeah.
Like those my 2. Like they come right behind each other.
You
but
have to do like a double video for that, like make it one long video.
it would be
Mhm.
hard.
No.
Like hard.
It's like a good thing.
Oh yeah, I was like, no, I mean,
Well, I understand. First of all, shout out to Erica. I need a raise. Why am I translating what the fuck is being said? We was on the same page
I
though.
know, I know. I am.
Take your old ass home.
But yeah, it would be hard. Okay.
Not hard as in arduous, but hard as in that's fire.
Right. Okay. So we're going to go out on Point to Prove. This has been amazing. J Activist, this
Appreciate it.
album is incredible. Y'all, this fucking album artwork, the cover,
Oh yeah.
classic. Autumn, it makes me want to listen to the album. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate
Just by
it.
looking at it. What was that about?
So the cover was actually kind of a long story. So originally I was scrolling like through photographers, like I was asking people to send me photographers, and I was going through all their work researching because I wanted the album cover to have like the biggest thing I wanted it to be timeless. Like I want people to look at this cover art 10 years from now and be like, like that was a dope cover art. Like I want that to be like the first thing, because it's the first thing people see before they press play. So I want that to be really appealing, but also like simple. So I was researching a whole bunch of photographers, looking at all their work. I found somebody. We locked in a date. They ended up canceling on me. I had to push the album back a week, and then I ended up just getting one of my friends that also does photography, and having, you know, kind of just taking a chance. We went to Atlantic Station, and we kind of just had a mini photo shoot. I had like some references to pull from. I took inspiration from Saba. He's this artist out of Chicago. And I think I took inspiration from Smino, I want to say. Some of their covers I took inspiration from. So then after that, we did the shoot at around Atlantic Station. And then I basically, there was 3 of them that I was considering like out of the pictures. And then when I was just going through edits and stuff like that, literally like 2 days before, actually it was like a day before I submitted everything, I went back, this cover that it ended up being, I recolored it because it was more of a purple, bluish type of color, but I gave it that really warm type of feel to it. And that one just kind of felt right. So I went with that one.
It looks right. When you talking about that classic timeless look, you achieved it.
And I feel like the songs have the album sounds warm, like in general. Like I feel like it has that warm feel to it. So I feel like it matches up pretty
It sounds human. It sounds very vulnerable, very the network didn't approve this, very I'm gonna give them the raw me type of because you know, networks are like, well, you should probably say it like this as opposed to saying it like this. And then, but if you're being human about it, you're gonna say it in the most vulnerable way, in the most open and honest way, right? And the network is gonna try to polish it up, but for whatever reason. But I just feel like you're very good at taking people there, right? Like showing people how you felt in the moment, bringing them right to that stage with you.
Appreciate it.
And that's hard. A lot of artists cannot do that. Like we've had artists come on here and say, you know, like it's hard to be vulnerable. It's hard for me to do this because, you know, where they came from or how long they've had to be hard for or whatever.
It's hard to be vulnerable, but they can sing about pussy popping and dick slinging
because it doesn't. But that doesn't require vulnerability.
And all that shit.
It doesn't require vulnerability. It requires money and
back
condoms.
in my day, Miss Thing.
I'm kind of like that in a normal social sense. Like I'm really like in tune with my emotions. I know like how to express emotions, like how to communicate.
Shout out to the aunts. Go ahead. Continue.
How to communicate them and stuff like that. So I'm like, let me just translate that to the music type of thing. So.
I mean, but that's good news because I don't think people touch on this enough, but as a Black man, as an artist of color, it's important for you to be vulnerable about your emotions so that other artists of color know that your emotions are valid. I think there are a lot of artists that are saturating the market with non-feeling, non-emotional music because they think that that's what they're supposed to be doing and they think that's the norm. But the more artists like you give them the truth, because I'm not gonna lie, it's hard to be an island boy. Period. It just is. It's very strict upbringing, a very rigid like behavior. And I think the more that we open this up as a platform,
you meant like an island boy.
Listen, I'm serious. I know plenty of men from the islands, and they have just now in their 30s and 40s recognized the importance of talking about their emotions. Like for 30 and 40 years, they have pushed it down, bottled it, compartmentalized. You're giving them the permission to really open up and talk about this stuff. And I think that's awesome. Like this generation has to be the one to do it. Because when Joe, you can attest to this, when we was kids, there was no talking about your what? Men talking about you? Boy, that's gay. Take your ass in that room and lay down. Like it wasn't no talk about.
And no, you was not going to be gay.
Okay. Am I tripping, or is that the way it was? Because I know that's the way it was.
Yeah.
A lot of that came from just like I said on 2 AM in Paradise, like back in 2020, I got deep into meditation, like really just taking that time like to myself to really.
Was some of that influenced by the pandemic, like just not having anything else that you could do?
Yeah, was a lot of it because I just had a lot of time, and I was just like at that point I was doing 45-minute meditations, like just I forgot what that term is called when you're between sleep and consciousness. I was in that place a lot, and it just kind of I'm not gonna say it rewired my mind, but like it kind of just
probably rejuvenated it though. Yeah. Like you needed the rest. I think that the pandemic was a blessing and a curse. I say that all the time to people. Like, the pandemic got families together. I don't care what family you was. I don't care what was going on. When you started seeing people dropping like flies, it made you take inventory over what's going on in your house. Point blank. If you was one of them people that ended up having to work from home when you used to going into an office, you took inventory over your children, your family, your life, what was happening at your house, your neighborhood. It brought people back together. I'm not saying the pandemic was a good idea. Government, please don't release any other bullshit. But I'm saying it had its trade-off. Like, it did what it wasn't intended to do. And I'm gonna leave it at that because I don't want to get sniped. Yeah. But I'm gonna say, like, okay.
I gotta close the blind.
I'm glad to say I'm not that important, but I just feel like it did what it was intended to do, and it did what it wasn't intended to do, and that's been the greatest blessing involved. But I really need these visuals from you.
They come in
as a woman of color, and you better represent that girl that sings too. Like, yes, you better give her.
I've been here the whole time. Yay!
I feel like, but it's so you don't know the joy that comes from watching the insect artist grow.
Right.
And having been here from the beginning and seeing the evolution, I'm just so proud of you.
I just shot a video with Noah yesterday.
What?
I mean, it was her song, but like I got to star in her video.
Not little Noah.
Hey, she's so cute.
I know.
Hopefully the first visual can come out next month. I had like some setbacks financially, so I'm like, the artist, you gotta
such is life.
So, yeah.
But the good news is when the video comes out, people don't remember exactly when it came out. They just play it.
That is true.
So, and wasn't there just this whole big thing about some artist that released a video from a song he put out like 5 years ago or some shit? I forgot who it was.
Which proves my case.
Yeah.
So again,
the shit blew up. But anyways, we're gonna go out on Point to Prove. Before we get there, Jay Activist, thank you so much for being here.
Damn you, Joe.
Thoroughly enjoyed this. You are an incredible artist, and we can't wait to see you on the big screen.
Appreciate it.
Okay.
And we will be there for the St. Croix visual.
Period. Jay Activist, tell the people where they can find you.
Y'all can find me everywhere at just Jay Activist straight through. Jay Activist. You can Google it.
Spell it for the people you know they don't know.
JayActivist.
Period.
Be like Victor.
Okay. Jay Activist.
Right.
I love it. Y'all find us on the Raw BJ Podcast or at the Raw BJ Podcast on all social media platforms. Brittany.
Yes.
I see you sitting over there. We got to shout out our sponsor, TNT Enterprise. They're right there on the table. If y'all want some of that stuff right there, handcrafted home goods, hit them up. TNT Enterprise 18 on Instagram. Last words.
There's also a Father's Day and Mother's Day coming up, and nothing says I love you like a shot glass.
Period.
Or the grinder of your choice, or the rolling tray for the mom that has almost everything.
Yes, that definitely comes.
Also, they have the bottle opener for the dad who has everything but children that listen. So at the end of the day, you need not hesitate to get on the phone or DM TNT Enterprises. Joe, what's the social media handle for that?
It's already been done. What's your last words, Brittany?
Oh, okay. Yes, I have my last words. Thank God. So for our viewers and listeners, I just want to say that home is where the heart is, and ours has always been with you. Thank you so much for listening and watching and being a part of our journey. And in the words of Maury Povich, until next time, America, and all the other countries that listen.
Period, y'all. You know where to find us.
It's the chuckle after I talk for me.
Listen, for me, it's Point to Prove. We're going to take y'all out on this last song. I hope y'all enjoy it. And come back next time, and, we'll all come together for another Raw BJ. Bye.
Do you really want to look back 10, 20 years from now with this music shit and be like, the reason you didn't make it in music because you ain't put in the work? So I was like, fuck it. That was where the warm-up came from. Every day that I woke up, wrote verses, made beats. So all that to say, the off season was like the same concept. Like, one more time before I leave, like before I feel like I'm like fulfilled in this game, let me try to reach new heights from a skill level standpoint. Remember I told you about the 7-minute drill?
Yeah, staying humble, I ain't stunting. I'm sorry to break it, it might change when I touch a lot of fucking honeys. When me and my family living good, we gon' spread it around in abundance. And I got a problem when niggas hate when you hustle or come with a substance. Just know I seen plenty things, I was searching for things. Please try to lot of pressure, people feed up my energy. I got a point to prove, niggas slept on me so long, and that shit got the best of me. Bounce back, trying to build up my legacy. I got a lot to lose, but I still got a lot.
I feel like you proved your point, man. We need some dope ass visuals.
Hey, they coming.
Facts.
These visuals.
You have a new point to prove.
Yeah.
Right.